This is some of my time in Shenzhen. Spent wandering around with David, just having a great time. A lot of it was just us walking places, catching up, and that itself was fantastic. But also the backdrop of Shenzhen is just so cool, fantastically so. Before my mum messages me with the joke, I'm aware I overuse adjectives, but, well, how else was one meant to describe this most unusual, most impressive Christmas? So the first place we went was this, basically this place where their gig was like... So Shenzhen being quite so young doesn't really have any history itself. Rather, it has like artificial history. This place we're going to now was this theme park's the wrong word, park which had collections of like different areas of China, trying to show the different cultures.
I'm just because I video these things and then I send it
to like a blog thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, see, lots of things here are actually Beijing.
Changcheng.
Yeah, Great Wall, sort of into Mongolia, Anhui, Sichuan stuff. Yeah, Gansu is where I'm from. This is the sort of, I don't even know how to say it. Province?
Yeah, province.
Like district. Yeah.
Like counties, probably the equivalent
County.
in England.
County, yeah.
But like provinces are like way bigger than counties.
Yeah. Okay, so like Beijing, Hutong.
Yeah, man, I love the Hutongs.
Yeah.
They're my favourite part.
Yeah.
Get a Xi Jinping t-shirt. I like the Hutongs are by far my favourite bit of Beijing. Because
That's the only thing, like, that only exists in Beijing as well, so it's really special.
Oh, is it? Is it only a Beijing thing?
I think so, yeah.
Ah. Oh, 1,000-year-old eggs. No. So I thought they were like a North China thing. 不用，谢谢。
很好吃的，很便宜，很好吃。
Very cheap, very delicious.
It was very interesting seeing the contrast, all of this faux history, to the background behind it. Every so often you would look up, and well, it was no longer these quaint houses. It was a very interesting place. I thoroughly enjoyed it for capturing a lot of China that I doubt I'll have the opportunity to see, so it was certainly good at compacting a lot of culture. It's also interesting for how it went about doing that. This contraption I like. The description sums it up very well.
I like that.
And that as well, I've never seen that before. Use water powered waterways.
Oh, look at the small one.
The place, naturally, also had a zoo, which was interesting. Monkeys were cute. Even cuter were baby monkeys, which you can kind of see here, above the larger one in the middle of the frame. Also pandas. Anticlimactically small pandas, but they are pandas nonetheless.
Surely we can climb up.
So just finished off what was a super wholesome lunchtime. So we went we were wandering on with David currently. Oh yeah. So basically we were at this place, and there's this like woman who comes up to David and is like, could your daughter talk in English with your friends?
Because we're trying to practice a bit of English with Matthew, so yeah, happens. It happens.
So we were wandering around with them, then we ended up getting invited for ice cream and Coke. And yeah, it was super wholesome. I had a really good time just chatting to these people. I imagine it's probably weirder for you being Chinese watching these things happen.
Yeah, cause that never actually happened to me myself, so.
Because for me that's like really normal.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know, that's the sort of things I don't get in China, but you do.
But yeah, so really, really good fun. We're just off for lunch now somewhere which is Western.
Also with whom I was meant to be chatting was super shy, so it was mostly me talking to her in Chinese.
The thing that I find
It's good
most
fun
weird
though.
about
She'd correct
China
me, so
though
it was
is
certainly
kind
very,
of, like,
very useful. Then wandered through the mall to the place where we were
like the
going
idolatry
for
of like
lunch.
Western culture.
Oh yeah, especially here, Shenzhen.
So, while in the city, where it was sufficiently warm outside I could wander around in shorts and a t-shirt, I also found an ice rink, because why the hell not?
just had an absolutely great 30 seconds. So I'm in a bookstore to buy a book, but I'm currently in the children's section because I was with David's dad reading this. Basically, in the children's section, I vaguely know what's going on, but that's about it.
At this point I realised heaven was real and was in Shenzhen.
Yeah, 仙柠檬茶。哦，sorry，自家制冰的。
一个英式早餐只有蘑菇冰沙，然后一个热的红茶和一个冻柠茶，对吗？对，一共是201。
We then just drove around the city. David's dad explained some of the history of the place to me. Or rather to say, explained which businesses were based here and how there were so many skyscrapers quite so quickly.
Now in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
So we're going to have a walk about along the bay. We're going to have a clear look of Hong Kong as well. So you see the buildings over there? Those are Hong Kong. Just about to see them. Yeah, not sure if you can see it.
Nah, it doesn't really pick it up.
Yeah.
Going out for dinner later, and David and I would be cycling down, but we stopped via the seafront to take in the view. It was fantastic, so warm as well.
I'm very okay with that.
We then went to the bay. We looked across the water to see Hong Kong on the other side, hidden in the fog and the smog, with this gigantic, gargantuan, snaking bridge across. You could see all the buildings. You could see Hong Kong over there. It was fascinating. I then looked down and saw the path I'd be cycling along in the beautiful weather later that day. And then to my favourite part of China, the gig economy bicycles. I paid, I think, less than 2p to cycle down. We cycled for maybe an hour along this beautiful seafront on the way to dinner. We passed these parks, we passed beaches, always with Hong Kong across the bay to our right, and Shenzhen towering both in front of us, behind us, and to our left. David's family, bar he and his sister, spoke no English. So all of our communication was done in Chinese, and they always came across as so kind, so lovely, so caring. The fact that their generosity managed to filter through my lack and my ignorance of the language, perhaps shows quite how strongly it shines. We then got off the bikes to be reminded of quite how close Hong Kong is. And going for a form of milk tea, a delicacy I'm told. The thing on the top is a kind of sour cream cheese, if anyone's wondering. And no, I don't believe them. I don't think it is a delicacy. I had dinner with David's extended family, for we were all celebrating the winter solstice, winter festival. The family, incidentally, were great, and what isn't recorded on video is when we all went back to David's house, and I was taught various North China drinking games. This was not like a Christmas I'd had before. It was certainly memorable. Impressive how homely they managed to make this place feel, so far from home.